Hi everyone, this is the Chapter 9 assignment video, my second attempt. The first one you had lovely background music, so here we go, no background music this time. Alright, so this is a 9.3 assignment, word communication presentation. Now, I want to give you a heads up. What you do on this assignment is in direct correlation to the first part of the capstone project. Alright, what you have to do to determine an outline for your PowerPoint presentation now is what you have to do for the very first thing for the capstone. I just have to say that again. Now let's look at what we have to do. Plan your presentation, create it, format it, and submit it. Plan your presentation. This part and the first part of your capstone, this would be the hardest part of the capstone, is trying to get this outline like you want it. At least for me it is. I'm kind of picky when it comes to something for me. So here's the scenario. Using what you learned in your reading this week, plan and build your presentation in Word using the Outline tab. At a minimum, your presentation must include the following slides. A title slide providing descriptive information about your presentation. After conducting your research, you do have to do research. You're going to prepare a slide for 3 of the following online communication options, detailing the appropriate communication etiquette. Social networking, professional, email, instant messaging, and Twitter. Now, just my outline over here on the right is just showing you how to do the outline. I did not include the etiquette. I will show you some real quick how to find etiquette sites. But I didn't do it because I wanted you to do the etiquette on your own. So I just did a how-to outline. And I chose social networking, instant messaging, and Twitter. Then we need a summary slide and references. So let's talk about this over here. I put work communication involving online communications and my name and the quarter. And then social networking sites for criminal justice. Serves as a method to gain new tips and insights into crimes. And then here's the second one, assists, and here's the third one. I just thought each thing needed at least 3 for me. Instant messaging, I used a medical messaging app. And I talked about 3 things, 1, 2, 3. And then I talked about Twitter for small business. One reason for using Twitter, 1, 2, 3. Here's the summary slide, and here's the references. Let's talk about getting the information real fast. Assuming that you're going to do these same 3, you do not have to do, there's a wide variety there. You would type in something like social networking and etiquette. And right here, right off the top, is 12 rules of social media etiquette. Let it load. And so right here, 1, 2, 3, right here is all your research. What you would have to do is forget the ads, it's there. Oh, I hate it when this happens there. You would want to do 12 Rules of Social Media Etiquette by Lydia Ramsey. That would be part of your citation, is this part right here. The rest of it is, of course, the web address, which you can copy and paste. And let's see if you have, yeah. The information compiled on this site is copyrighted through 2015. So you would put that date. And so this would be the first one. If you were doing social media, you could get this one. If you didn't like this one, you could do etiquette rules for social networking, social media etiquette. There's all kinds of choices. Then you would do the same thing for instant messaging. Five instant messaging rules. You do not, 9. You do not need all 9. You should have 3 to 5. So we had 12 before, 9 here, and then Twitter and etiquette. 24 guidelines to tweet by, the complete guide, tweet etiquette for beginners. So it gives you all kinds of choices. And it's the same thing with any of them. Professional networking sites. Professional networking and etiquette. 5 keys to networking etiquette. Networking etiquette by Viva Shift. Etiquette rules for social. Well, you don't want social, you want professional. Professional networking. And let's see, what was the other choice? Instant messaging. Yeah. Nine instant messaging rules. So it's really easy for you to find the information that you need. Let's just use this again. I want to show you again that you would need this web address. You would need to know the title of the page. I'm moving too fast for it. The title of the page. Here's the author. You won't always have an author. And here's the date that it was posted. You won't always have a date. You should have a title. You should have the email address. And most of the times, if it's not at the top, at the very bottom, I'm moving faster than my computer. I'm sorry, I have an 18-month-old that wants to play with our old dog. Copyright 2015. And if he keeps it up, I'll close the door. Yeah, he's part hound. He's beagle and coon hound. Hang on a minute. Yeah, and his voice is changing, so every once in a while we get the coon hound howl. All right, so that's how you do this. So I did my research, and I've made my notes. I made my notes while I type. I recommend to students that are more visual, you do it the old-fashioned way. You get a piece of paper and you get a pen, and you can do this for the capstone too. And you make specific notes of what you're going to say on the piece of paper and the pen, and then type it into Microsoft Word. You do have to use Word for this. This is not your English, the old-fashioned English way of doing an outline. So I've typed 1 line, 2 line, 3. Here's the title of the slide. Here's 3 things underneath it. There's another title of the next slide. 1, 2, 3 things underneath it. The title of the next slide. 1, 2, 3 things underneath it. Summary and the references. Now, while I was researching it, I didn't worry about APA format. I just put the web page, the title, the author, and the year, and who owned the site. I did that for each of them, just so that I could then look at APA when I was done and fix this and make it look right. So we're going to pretend that it looks right. What I do is I've typed it in here from my paper and pencil to just putting it in here. And now I'm going to hit View, Outline. And so this one here is level 1. I mean, right here, that's a title. This is level 2. This is level 2. It means the first indent. Level 1, so that's the next slide, and 3 underneath it. Next slide, 3 underneath it. Next slide. So your biggest hang-up will probably be, at times, getting it from this version. And like I said, just getting your thoughts organized is a lot of times people's hang-up. But once you get your thoughts organized and you've put it in here like this, again, go to View, go over here to Outline, and you may have to adjust what levels it is. I was playing with this, so I've already done level 1, level 2. All you have to do is click here, go up here, and hit level 1. Click here, go up here, hit level 2. And then save it. I had Word outline for assignment 9, and then you have to close it. Remember, with the storms, and we have some storms forecast for the next several days, save it. Every time you get it like you like it, save it. So I have saved it, and so I'm going to close it out. I'm going to save it again just to make sure I didn't get sidetracked with the dogs. Okay, now I'm going to open up PowerPoint. I'm going to open up a new slide here. My biggest problem when I do this is I end up with nothing in this slide and I end up having to delete it. That's no big deal. Okay, so you want a new slide. You want to take slides from outline. You want to go to the file. You're going to hit insert and then leave it alone. Give it a couple minutes, give it a minute or so. Don't worry about that, just leave it alone. And I'm not saying all. So work communications, here's this, social networking, medical massaging, small business, summary, and references. Remember, we're pretending that these references are correct. They're not, but we're pretending they are. They have all the information I need, but I haven't put them in APA format. You need to do this before you bring it into PowerPoint. Because I look at your Word document, you do have to submit both documents to me. I look at your Word document and I compare it to your references to where they need to match, except for extreme circumstances. Let's look. Let me minimize this in here. So we've done the PowerPoint, did a summary slide. Remember, to do this, go here to My Library. It has it in there. Create the presentation. We have a minimum of 5 slides. We have 6 in this case. And includes at least one clip art image. It's your choice. I don't expect the clip art to be in Word. You do enter it here. One photo, again, that's not going to be in your outline in Word. It will show up here. Includes a text box. You can do this any way you want. If you're just really unsure about how to do this with all this in here, you could go ahead and draw a text box and put something in it. Or you could highlight maybe one of your points, do the text box and copy and enter it that way. Includes a table. This is where you're going to have to do a little bit of research. The table could be, it doesn't have to be numbers. Part of this information, like where it says 9 steps, I understand that your table in Word in the PowerPoint would not be from the table in Word. But what I'm going to look within Word, within your PowerPoint, is if you're doing it as part of the Word outline, I'm going to look for the information in Word that's in the outline. I hope that makes sense. If not, send me an email. Include one word art. I'll let you figure that one out. Then add a footer to all your slides except the first one. Insert. I have to make this bigger. Insert, header, footer, footer. Don't show on the first one. Apply it all, and it's down here. Convert your photo to black and white. Apply a table style to your table. Add transitions and make sure there's no misspellings. All you have to do when you go to do insert pictures, I always have students that asks me about the pictures. Go online pictures and pick something. I'm going to have say you do Twitter. And okay, I'm going to insert him. Insert. You can make them smaller with the dots. Now if you right click it, I'm sorry, Little dog's continuing to play with old dog. Click on here and you get this up here. Format, corrections, all this, quick style. You can mess around, picture effects, cropping it, selection pane. I just go up here to color, find something that looks black and white, and change it that way. Transitions to your slides. I'll let you figure that one out. That's nice. And then submit both your Word document and the PowerPoint. If you have any questions, let me know.